Hello everyone and welcome back to Why Not Tuesdays. I want to say right off the top that I'm sorry if I do some sniffling during the video. The cast of Million Dollar Quartet has kind of been passing around some kind of a cold, has been working its way through, and it finally caught up to me. Luckily, I've only had it for a couple days and I've already think that I've gotten past it. I hit really hard with medicating right away and getting some extra sleep, and it seems like it's worked. So it's not hitting me too hard. It's great. Just wanted to let you know up front. So yesterday, Monday the 3rd of October already, goodness. Monday the 3rd of October was Musical Monday at the Hell's Kitchen restaurant in Minneapolis. And my name was passed along, I think I talked about this a little bit last video. My name was passed along by my friend Sean Pierce to a musical director in town named Mindy. And she called me and I agreed to do it. And the idea is it's a once a month thing that this guy Max puts on every month, and they get a bunch of singers together from the area, and then they get a musical director to direct it, and that musical director forms a small band. For us it was piano, bass, and drums. I think that's normal. I don't know, whatever. And then we just play a bunch of tunes. It's 2 sets, a little bit of an intermission in between. And it was a whole lot of fun, actually. I had a blast. Everybody was really fun to play with. It was great to just meet and talk with some new people that I hadn't seen before. I'm not really too, integrated, I guess, into the musical theater scene around here. I've just been working musical theater shows for the last couple of years because it's been a job that has been regular and it pays all right, and something that is consistent while I'm in a contract, and I just keep getting asked, mostly by Kyle Pika, the wonderful Kyle Pika, to keep doing shows. He's just kept me busy and employed, basically, so that's how I got into it. So I haven't ever really dove into going to the theater and getting really into it. So one, I hadn't heard any of the music that I played the other night, and I liked all of it. It was really fun. It was really cool stuff, and we had a blast, and everybody was joking around, just having fun. But then it was nice to get to see some more people in the business, and get my name and my playing in front of a bunch of people that already work in the business in varying aspects. So that was pretty cool. Mindy said she liked what I was playing, and she said she might recommend me for some stuff in the future if need be. So I was like, that's pretty sweet. That's kind of more or less what I was looking for. Let's see. So over the last couple of weeks, I have been insanely busy. I think it was like two weeks ago from yesterday, we did the Ivy Awards. So preparing up to that was pretty busy, and then between there and the next week, I had all sorts of stuff going on, full days of all sorts of things. And then this last week, leading up to Musical Monday, I spent every spare moment that I had in my week listening to the songs, charting them out, and then taking those scratch charts and putting it into finale and scoring it out more like a musical theater book would be scored, so that when I went to the rehearsal, I could sit down and I had measure numbers, and I was prepared with grooves and sections, and if we needed to change things, which we did need to change, it was super easy to change. I could just X out one measure and then we're good to go. So I did a bunch of extra work to be extra prepared for that gig, and I think it paid off. It was pretty nice. But it also took every single second of my week. So now that Musical Monday is over and all these other things are over, from here on through the rest of this month, looks like it's going to be a pretty normal schedule. No more of these abnormalities of gigs here and over there and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to being able to put my time back on other things, because for the last 3 weeks, I have done little to no work whatsoever on my books, which isn't cool because I really want to work on those now. So I'm excited to get back in that realm, back in that mindset, and really sit down and be like, okay, what do I need to do for the books, and do the books. In other news, I start a couple of new private students this week. On Thursday, a pair of brothers. I've talked about them before, so that's going to be pretty sweet. And then I might have 1 or 2 new students at Forte. I haven't received official word on anything yet, but I gave a impromptu first lesson introduction to a student that just stopped by my door the other day in the studio, and he and his father, he's just like, can you show him some stuff? So I just gave him kind of a basic 15-20 minute entry lesson, and he liked it and was really excited, so it sounded like they would sign up. I haven't heard anything official yet. And then I got an email saying that somebody else might be showing up for the same type of thing at another point. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, otherwise, that's everything. I really want to get back and working on my books. I have started. It took me a while. I have finally started to work on the theory supplement book that I have planned to go to work with my. I don't know if you want to say playbook, my playing book. So the book that I've been working on for this whole time that I've more or less got nailed down pretty far has all the playing examples in it, right? Well, it's just playing though. So I've talked about this before, I'm going to have this separate book that's going to talk about the theoretical concepts and have worksheets to help the student be able to write out notes and answer questions and that type of thing, to just be thinking about the theoretical side of everything as well. So I finally, several weeks ago, sat down and I made the first couple pages of something. I had tried multiple times and it had been really difficult because I just hadn't latched on to this is how I want to do the book. I was just kind of like, well, do I do it this way or this way? And I finally came up with a method to formulating the book from front to back. So I made a few of those pages, which worked out well, and I just need to get back to doing more of it. So that's everything for me. My schedule is just going to be getting back to a little bit normal now, which is great. And I've got a bunch of church gigs over the next 2 months, so that'll be keeping me busy on my weekends. But what is a weekend anymore? So that's everything I've got. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see if I got another video in a couple weeks or so. And otherwise, stay tuned, and I appreciate you watching. You have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you later.